Hey everybody, welcome back to my Dark Souls 3 boss guides. Today we're going to be fighting the cursed rotting Greatwood of the undead settlement area. As you can see on screen, this is the quickest way to reach the boss after opening this gate to the church from the back way. When you first enter the boss room, he's not going to be active. There's going to be a large number of praying enemies towards the upper portion of the area. Go ahead and run forward and just start attacking those enemies. The boss will activate itself after a short period of time, and it is going to be a good idea to clear out as many of them as possible. He will kill them occasionally with his large sweeping attacks, but he doesn't focus them down so they can become a nuisance if there's too many of them left. There's 5, 6, maybe 8 or 9 enemies in total in this area. Just go ahead and start attacking those. There's some lantern enemies. There's also a couple of the quicker red-eyed enemies that take a couple more hits to kill, so be wary of those. And of course I get hit by this pitchfork guy right as the boss activates. As you can see, he's a giant rotting tree sort of thing with big old legs and arms there. Right between his legs you can see what appears to be a sack of eggs. That is the boss's weak point. You're going to need to focus that down in this first phase. And he does have some sweeping attacks. He'll roll around on the ground, but they're pretty easy to dodge, especially in this first phase. The most difficult aspect of this is probably the enemies wandering around, but we can take care of that relatively easily, of course, right as I get smacked by one of his sweeping attacks. He'll also drop these eggs from above. I think they're eggs anyway. If they hit you, they do damage, but I didn't even get hit. They don't seem that hard to dodge. Once you destroy that little egg sack at about a quarter or a fifth of his HP, he's going to do a big stomp and break the ground, and that's going to lead us into phase 2. There are no other enemies, no adds, I guess you could say, in this phase. But a giant arm comes out of the front of him in addition to more eggs. Go ahead and focus down those eggs, basically that's what you're going to do in the second phase. You're going to wander around his body and you're going to look for little egg sac things along the side of his body. There's one there on the bottom of that leg. There's a couple here on his back. He still does the stomp attack, although this time it's going to leave a poison area on the ground, and you can see it dealing damage to me now, but the poison really isn't that threatening. I don't know if it also applies a durability debuff or something like that, but it's not very threatening. And here you can see I thought there were more eggs on his back, but there's not. It's just that one little cluster that I destroyed there. The arm is always vulnerable. Be careful though, it can grab you and does a massive amount of damage when it slams you on the ground. And once your health gets low, it's pretty easy to get one shot by some of his sweeping attacks. Be sure to dodge. And I think there's a couple more eggs. Like there's one, you can see it above his foot there. It's kind of hard to hit at a certain angle, but enough damage can be dealt with that one single hit. That one more smack to the hand, and he goes down. Relatively simple boss here, just a matter of wandering around the body, finding the eggs, and avoiding his attacks. Staying right up close to him, kind of like the last two bosses, makes this boss a piece of cake. He's going to drop an item called the Transposing Kiln, which we're going to use in just a moment. For now, let's go ahead and clear out this room. I'm going to pick up my souls from the first time that I died, as well as a shield that's on a corpse, and there's also an altar here that I believe is for a covenant of some kind. So on this corpse we have a war god wooden shield, and then at the altar you can offer up vertebrae shackles, which I believe are from PvP or invading spirits. I could be wrong though. Now we're going to go back to Firelink Shrine, make our way up the right hand side of the shrine, and there's going to be a guy on one of the thrones of the Lords of Cinder here, and we are going to give him this Transposing Kiln.
Fret not, my feet are here firmly planted. For I am a lord, and this is my throne.
The Transposing Kiln is the item that we will be using to create weapons from boss souls, so it is very important. Be sure you get this item from this boss.
Methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee, Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition?
So as you can see here, you're going to be able to turn your boss souls into various weapons and armor. Looks like I've got 3 weapons and a ring here. And yeah, that's about all for this guide here today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more Dark Souls 3 boss guides. And I'll see you guys very soon with some more guides. Have a good one. Bye-bye.